We're rolling.
That's the look.
Oh, we're going?
We're rolling, baby.
Drago, you do the opener.
Are we recording on?
Yeah, we're recording.
Well, we want to
Do the opener. Do the intro.
You got it, man.
Do we do it?
Yeah.
You do it every time?
Come on, dude.
Well, so is this our pod?
Yeah.
Let it rip.
I didn't think of one yet.
You got it, man. Take a few minutes.
No, I don't want to do that one.
Oh, you have. He has
a couple stock ones
you're
built
you're
up.
like the pitcher, and you're like, or you're the catcher.
catcher.
You're the catcher. You're giving
Jeff is definitely the catcher. Oh, and yet he will not respond.
I'm just gonna do it normal.
Just be funny, man.
Was there a silly option?
We usually go silly, but here.
Don't be depressed about it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't think of something snarky. This is the You're an Idiot podcast with, what's your guys' podcast again? Sorry.
You've been on the show.
I swear to God, I forgot.
Come on, just take a guess. See what you think it is.
I've done it. It's fun.
We Cool podcast. Come on. You didn't even do the modicum of research.
You're not supposed to talk, Jeff. This is Jeff's supposed to be resting his voice to
Low
headline.
voice.
This
low
is a
voice.
truly like a mice of men combination.
Disastrous opening by you.
I said, welcome back,
This is
ladies and
truly
gentlemen.
like a Lenny and
You forgot. Do you know their names?
Yeah.
dude.
do it
Alex,
right.
did you get CTE playing basketball?
The first guy to get CTE. Play.
He's out there with a
guy-
football helmet on.
That would check out.
This is electric.
Yeah, it's
This is
good.
my fault?
This is Grant Winkles.
I
We
know.
got Tommy Bayer and Ryan Call.
Oh, you want me to
Wow.
introduce
yeah,
them?
that's what you're supposed to do.
It's supposed to be a joint pod.
It's a joint pod? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, see, we didn't iron this out before.
What's this, a joint pod?
I didn't know this was a
Hit that,
joint
dude.
pod.
People
Hit that fucking
talking.
weed, my guy.
Okay.
You're
Dude, Alex is getting stony baloney.
King of the act out.
Passing around an invisible joint.
Jeff, you better not hit this. You gotta save your voice.
So to
brother.
our listeners, we're trying to do a joint pod with the We Cool podcast. We're in Minneapolis, Minnesota right now. We're trying to get a pod in before Jeff's headlining weekend. He's filming a special. Jeff, do you have anything to say about how you're feeling before filming this?
my voice isn't doing great. I'm trying to save it, so I'm trying to let these idiots talk, and I really am regretting that. I'm regretting giving Alex the control, but I'm going to give it back to him because I believe in him. I think he's going to do a good job.
What's this podcast called? You're a smart, cool guy, and I agree with you. Podcast.
Jeff said
This is the
before.
podcast where it's about hanging out with smart guys that you agree with,
Yes.
like-minded.
Yas.
Yes, Queen. That was pretty good, Tommy. That was pretty good. Pretty good.
Are
Start.
you gonna be rating our performances throughout the podcast?
I think so.
I do
think
watch
so.
the clips. I like the clips a lot. I'm really.
Wait, it's just okay. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm blown away by like your lack of just geographic knowledge.
I know nothing.
insane.
You went to college, man. Didn't you go to Notre Dame? That's a
Good one.
That's a very nice school.
In Boston College. Go Eagles. Yeah.
But you were there for basketball, so
Exactly.
how much were you learning about geography? You know,
Right. The professors didn't care what I knew or
the
what
only
I did.
geography you need to know is the 3-point line
Of the court, yes.
and you don't shoot from there.
Yeah.
You're too tall to shoot from the 3-point.
What would you consider the capital of the basketball court? I know you guys talk about capitals.
Yeah, and then also, what's the Israel of the? Is that the paint? You know, is that the box?
Would you feel more like Palestine or Israel when you played teams?
Yeah, what's the capital of the basketball court? And then what's the Israel of the basketball
And also
court?
tell us about Israel and Palestine.
And what is your stance on it?
Yeah,
what's your
What's going
stance?
on in Israel and Palestine?
They have it's a religious conflict. It's a religious conflict for sure. No questions. No questions.
it's a religious conflict.
What do you mean, no questions?
No, it's no questions. It's a
No further
religious-
questions?
Between who?
You have no questions.
That's all I need to
Yeah.
know.
Wait, did you say?
I think you just want us to stop asking questions, so you're just like, no question. No, I can't.
Wait, you said Israel Palestine?
Yeah.
All I know, here's all I know. My Jewish friends are into Israel.
Right.
The people who are not Jewish.
My people.
My non-Jewish.
You're Palestinian, right?
The people who I am. Yeah. Go
Alex is a
peas.
Palestinian
Go
refugee.
me, Alex.
Go peas.
Remember when I dated that Palestinian girl and you called her a muzzy all the time? But they also named a dating service for Muslims Muzzy.
Yeah.
Tommy told me
on
that.
the
So Drago was ahead of his
The
time.
Subway ad.
Yeah, it's a Subway ad.
I'm sorry.
They got
man.
their own dating app now,
was in your-
Muzzy.
Yeah,
That seems
it's
wrong.
called like I was on the Subway, and it's oh my god, I want to
Are you
get
gonna say what Jeff just said?
no. It's called Muzzy.com or something.
Muzzy.com. It's Muzzy.com.
And then what was their slogan?
I don't remember, but I tried to join and they made me say there's only one God and Muhammad
No,
is
it
his
was-
only prophet.
No, their
you really try
slogan
to
was
join?
something
No, I
where
didn't
I'm
try
like,
to join.
I don't have my phone. I left it in the other room.
Drago's looking it up. We got him on the case.
Drago on the ones and twos.
So what are you guys
It's
up?
called Muzz. M-U-Z-Z.
That's kind of worse.
Is it Muzz.com?
It says the solution to dating is
The final solution to dating.
The final solution to
I'm
dating.
trying to get some of that Muzz fuzz. You know
You know
what
all
I'm
these
saying?
Jews on all the other apps. We need our own app.
where Muslims meet right now.
Huh.
Where Muslims meet. That makes sense.
It's the mecca of dating.
Oh.
That's a better-
That's
You
a
should
great
do PR for
slogan.
that.
Well, if they would hire me.
I feel like
you
it's
would be great in advertisement, man.
that seems like it would be like they wouldn't like that, you know, the little Charlie Hebdo action if you start making jokes about the Mecca and stuff like
We're
that.
not making a joke.
If I worked,
not a joke,
for
it's
them,
just-
if
it's
I
the
worked for this
Mecca.
dating
But
site, I'd be
Mecca
like,
is Mecca. Am I right?
yeah, but this is
It's a state of mind.
What's it called? Where you're like, this is like it's a simile.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go on
Yeah.
dates facing Mecca. You have to face eastward.
New York the basketball mecca.
Yeah.
Huh.
Do you agree with that?
what do you think the basketball match? You should get on the.
Yeah.
Do you
I
think
do think it's DC. It's
Okay.
DC.
That the basketball
really?
Mecca?
They have the best grassroots.
Do you
Like,
know where I think the basketball mecca
like-
is? My backyard growing up.
Yeah.
I bet Tommy could work you, Drago.
There's no way.
I bet
Dude,
Tommy
I played
could
high
work
school.
you.
He played college.
Yeah, but he
He's a
heard
D-
it.
He's just trying to.
He hurt his shoulder though.
I do talk shit to. I will like DM Alex and be like, I would fuck you up in basketball. But there's absolutely no way, dude. You're literally 6'2". I'm 6 feet tall.
He's 6'6".
I know.
Yeah.
It's fun to call him 6'2", though.
That is funny. Okay, that's like a slur to him.
I know. To
You
call a guy
6'2".
who's 6'6", 6'2".
Double take. I was like,
Yeah. You're like, what, am I
double
6'2"?
taked.
Damn, you're 6'6"? Damn. You're a foot taller than me, dude. That's fucking
Yeah, you're a
epic,
foot taller
bro.
than me and Grant put together.
Yeah, you're a foot and an inch taller than Ryan. You're a foot
You're
taller
a foot
than
and 2
me.
inches.
Was that a part of doing the podcast? You're like, maybe if we do it together, it'll just feel.
Yeah. We'll be strong enough to take
It'll
on.
be a full pod.
Like
Voltron, you'll make a 6'6" man.
a podcasting
We're 2.5
Voltron.
men. Yeah.
I mean, and Tommy, the little shrimp boy over there.
Shrimp boy.
Little shrimp
And he's
boy.
the full
Buddy,
man.
I am so much stronger than you. Don't.
Oh, for sure.
Don't,
I'm the weakest man of all time.
don't call me a shrimp boy. I beat you in arm wrestling 8 times in a row at the bar
He
in
did
Fargo.
beat me in a lot of arm wrestling.
Remember we woke up the next morning, we were like,
insane
dude,
thing to bring up.
That was the wildest night of my life. Me and Tommy had the wildest night of my life in Fargo, North Dakota.
You almost got pussy, or you did.
I didn't. We did not end up hooking up.
Oh, yeah.
She said you're being weird, and then I just fell asleep next to her with my shoes
I've had
on.
that happen before.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I think I was just making weird jokes.
You were doing bits.
I was doing bits.
He wants to come in and set up.
Oh, okay. Is the doors open? I think.
I don't think it is. I think it's locked.
Okay, Drago's taking a little break. Honestly, it's gonna run smooth as shit now.
One time I almost hooked up with a chick, and then we were like in her bed.
Just
one time, and we were making out, and then I was like doing bits, and she was like, you haven't stopped trying to be funny all night,
yeah.
and we
and
didn't
I
have
haven't
sex.
stopped succeeding either.
Yeah, I was like, I've kind of been in I'm here. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, we didn't hook up, and I laid on her bedroom floor, and I remember just staring at the ceiling and thinking about what a mean thing that was.
You were
for
laying
her
on
to
her
say.
bedroom floor.
Yeah, because I didn't want to
She
sleep in the
said no.
same bed as her.
You slept
Oh,
on
you
the
were-
floor.
I was mad.
Well, you
after
were
she said that.
insulted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, I don't want to have sex with you now if you don't think I'm funny.
I couldn't leave this girl's apartment in Fargo because they don't have Ubers.
Yeah.
There's no way to get to the hotel. I had to wait till morning.
Got a little dark.
It was a little dark. I had to stay there
Did you
quietly.
sleep?
No.
By the
Dude,
way,
we were a little
We
banged
were
up.
lit up. I was so drunk I couldn't sleep.
did you go to Dempsey's?
Yeah, we went to Dempsey's and we did. I mean, we're gonna do the same.
I mean, Tommy can drink.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
say this.
I'm an
For
insane.
being a little shrimp boy, I mean, the man can put him away.
Yeah, dude.
And that
I'm-
was
I'm
relationship,
Irish, man.
Tommy.
You had
too.
like 15 double whiskey cokes. I'm not even joking.
Dude, it wasn't
you were like
15.
you were dancing in a way that I haven't seen someone dance in a long time.
He was doing the Gumby.
seen him do the dance.
You were doing like barnyard dancing with these people. It was wild.
How much fun were you having?
I was having
though?
a blast. I was dancing.
I
was
got
like
you to dance.
swinging this girl around.
I got you to
and-
dance with that girl.
Yeah, I don't remember her name, but I believe it. Yeah.
And then I was dancing with a girl who was bald, and my girlfriend at the time, who
That's
who was bald. I was like,
Tommy
I whispered
found
to Jeff, I was like, I got a type, dude. What?
you found
What?
the one bald hipster girl in
And
Fargo.
and we were hitting it off.
You were. I
Of course
remember
you
I
that.
found the one lesbian woman, and I'm like, this is my queen.
Oh God, yeah. Fargo rips though. We
Yeah,
were
I'm
playing
excited to-
blackjack in the bars,
Yep.
pig wheel.
Yeah, I'm excited to lose all my money I make this weekend.
Dude, it's such a stupid
At
town.
the
It's
table.
awesome.
It's so Wild
It's an
West.
incredible town.
Do you know
Dude,
what I noticed last time I was there? I think Fargo is like actually more diverse than Minneapolis.
It's more fun than Minneapolis. Their
Yeah.
downtown rules.
They're like their bar scene. I don't know. It's,
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
That was actually, I think this is a good time to bring this up. A question for the pod that I think I want to ask all you guys.
Okay.
That's actually, I think is applicable. Very good question from Joe VR. What is a
Joe
great
virtual reality.
Joe.
Yes, shout out.
Is there
he sent that in from an
me
Oculus
trying
Rift.
to fuck Joe VR? Is there a Mrs. Virtual Reality?
I can ask.
You think that's short for VCR, or is that just
They
VR?
changed it when the technology changed.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Joe VR.
I'm Joe
Come down
VCR.
to my fucking.
Hey, I'm Joe VCR.
All right, I'm sorry, man.
This is called character work.
No, I gotta wait for the heat to die down. What is a great comedy city, but terrible to stay in, but terrible to like live in?
Here, baby. Right here.
Minneapolis.
Yeah.
I think Minneapolis is a great place to live.
Yeah.
It's fine. We
It's
don't
a-
have
it's
any
a
public
decent place.
transport.
Because
It's just
we've
the
all
bus.
done like the road a good amount. I feel like
Yeah.
there's places where like, damn, those crowds are great, but like I would never.
It's just tough because of the winter, but I grew up here, and it's
Madison
it's
might be a
wonderful.
town like that. I don't know if I'd want to
I
live
would
in Madison.
I would live in Madison.
Live in Madison. Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you
It's
did
such a
live in
college
Madison.
town, though.
Yeah, but
Madison is insane, dude. I went to the Halloween thing there when I was like 19.
Oh, yeah.
That is a town full of psychos. Like, I like to drink, but I was like staying in a house, and these girls were like waking me and my friend up at 6 a.m, and they're like, "Do shots with us, bitch," and we're like, "No."
And if you don't, you're a bitch.
And
you
they were
can't- you
calling
got-
us like slurs.
Jeez.
They're calling us homophobic slurs. You know the one. These were
by the way-
white girls screaming at my face at 6 a.m.
Tommy's saying this like
calling
They
me-
were right to do this.
Yeah,
You
like
shouldn't-
this doesn't happen in every other city
and
that Tommy goes
And
to.
I was hungover, and they were putting Svetka right in my fucking face.
Yeah, Tommy, I'm sure it's a word you've never been called before.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I thought it was pretty funny.
pretty
was
good,
that
yeah.
is that
pretty good.
was that party called Mifflin? That Halloween party?
No,
Was
that's in the spring. It's
Dude,
a similar idea.
I
though.
fucking blacked out big time at Mifflin. one
Mifflin
time.
was fun.
Yeah.
I used to do a thing where I'd go into everyone's house and steal all their beer and then redistribute it on the street like
Dude,
Robin Hood.
Yes.
It was fun.
The socialist.
Very illegal, and I can't believe I didn't get my ass beat, but it was fun.
We had a fun time in Gillette, Wyoming. That would be a horrible place to live.
Yeah.
dude.
called- it's called Gillette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That
best a man can get.
how are the
you-
and the crowds?
Wyoming.
How big was the room? Was
It was
like
like
a ballroom?
sold out. It was probably like what 110, 120 people in there.
Yeah, 100.
And you were like, you guys had a blast, but you were just like,
Well,
okay,
they were
we gotta get-
hammered just like minors. So they're like
Oh
so
my God.
starved for
Minors.
entertainment.
Wow.
At one point, I'm like on stage.
like straight up showing up to the show dirty.
Yeah. Like from the mines. They were still mad
Well,
about
they
Obama. This is
they
like
had some,
2018.
like
They were
shit
still,
on them.
These were like, and I was talking to, I think I was 21, 22, 21.
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy who was like also 21, and he looked like he was 42.
You look like Smeagol, yeah.
I love when you go west.
And he was just like, hey man, we're the same age. I was like, ah! Oh my god! I just like pissed my pants immediately.
I love when you go west. You basically go back in time to like, damn, dude, you guys are still living like this out here.
That town did feel like it was like stuck in the 1980s.
Yeah.
But
What are they mining?
Bitcoin.
Oh, I think this is probably a little
Version on Bitcoin miners.
Cincinnati. I really liked playing there, but I did not like the. I don't think I would live in.
I was
were you
Cincinnati.
like go bananas?
Yeah,
Or?
yeah.
I was gonna say like Indianapolis, maybe. That's
Yeah,
Indianapolis
bananas.
is trash.
But
My
that's good.
girlfriend's from there, and it's trash.
it's good comedy though. You know,
It's good for
right?
comedy.
Yeah.
Good because trash towns they need entertainment.
Yeah.
That's why it's good.
Uh-huh.
Gillette, Wyoming. Aren't you from Wyoming, Ryan?
I'm from Cheyenne, which is a bigger town in Wyoming.
That's the biggest town in Wyoming, and it's smaller than the suburbs of the
Yep.
Twin Cities.
Oh,
it's like 60,000, I think.
It's like haunting looking. It's
People moved
sad.
to Cheyenne like I came here to make it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's people are
Big city.
leaving. Nobody's moving to Wyoming. Well,
I
maybe
came
that's
here to
not
come
true,
out of the
actually, but
closet.
what do people
and
do in
become my true
Wyoming?
self.
Outdoorsy stuff. That's
There's
it.
no industry.
No.
Is there oil?
No, I think it's like uranium and shit. I don't know.
They have like
Fuck.
nuclear silos and stuff.
Yeah.
Are people like just conservative as fuck there? It's just like
My parents live in Montana right now too, so it's just like
the same vibe, I bet.
Yeah, those are kind of crazy shows.
yeah, they were insane. I
What
was
are
on
the
stage.
crowds like? Are they just they want to hear
Rowdy,
wild
really
shit?
rowdy, but they're like good. They're kind of good. Like
They're
I was on
kind of
stage.
good. You just got to wrangle them in.
I was on stage and I'm like, can you guys still say retarded here? Like, is that the vibe? And like a group of guys like stood up
They
and were
got
like,
it from they got it from the back, and I was in the back because I was hosting, and there's a group of guys in the back. They stand up, yell, and then this group of women up front went, "No!"
yeah, it was like one group of women and then a sea of men that were like, yeah, say it. Yeah, dude.
And I just saw these two tables rise.
I bet these towns are all men too. Mining
Almost
towns.
certainly,
They're
yeah.
all just looking for women.
All men and like women that are like straight from the 1940s. You know what I mean? That are just like, all I've ever aspired for is to push kids out of my
Yeah,
pussy.
just wide set.
That's it.
Just wide set hips.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Just
Yeah.
baking and birthing. Those are my two objectives.
Dude, the headliner we were working with is
Bob Damaris.
Yeah.
The craziest man in comedy.
Did you ever play Bob's Comedy Bunker? I feel like you probably would.
It's the bunker Hitler
that's
shot
Bob
himself in.
Damaris?
Uh-huh,
The
yeah.
Bob's Comedy Bunker in Fridley, Minnesota.
No,
right?
in
Bob's-
Arden Hills.
Arden
Bob's
Hills.
world famous.
Yep.
Yes.
And it was in the basement of a trailer park.
Yep.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
looks it's
That was the worst show I've ever done. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. I
Ryan
kind of
got
blocked
banned.
that
I got banned.
Ryan got banned. Can I tell? why
out.
you
Wait,
got-
Yeah,
how'd you
this
get
was
banned?
this was incredible.
Well, okay, hold
this
on.
was like
So
the night we all spirit
There's an
bonded. I
audience
think,
of like
honestly.
4 people, right? And material, they're like...
Also,
they're not-
the room is kind of nice.
Yeah,
the Bob's
yeah,
Comedy
like-
Bunker.
It would be cool if they ran it.
Spatially,
if
comedy can
if
happen
it wasn't in the
there.
basement of a VFW in
small.
a trailer park.
they have...
It could exist.
So I'm trying to do material that's like not working. They don't want to hear material. So I start riffing because he has all this shit on stage. He's got like trophies. It's like world's worst comedy club. And then a globe. And I pick the globe up and I spin it and I go, you guys could be anywhere in the world, but you're here at Bob's world famous comedy bunker.
Yeah.
And
But that's not why you got banned.
So
No.
Bob, the guy who owns it, is he a Vietnam vet?
no, but he has that vibe. He's
like
like one of those
stolen
guys.
He
valor.
was I was on the road with him, and he told me that he's beaten up 207 guys.
Well, he said he's been in 207 fights and he's won them all. And then we were like, "How did you get in so many fights?" And he's like, "I used to be a
Or was
military
it
police
300?
officer."
Yeah.
And we're like,
he was
"Wait,
just
so
beating-
anytime you arrested people, did you consider that a fight?" And he was like, "Yes." And it's like, no, dude,
So
that's not a fight.
this dude's like a crazy, like fat mustached boomer
Dude,
who only
he-
wears Hawaiian
He's also one of those guys
shirts.
where he's like, "Yeah, I'm sober," and then like. By the end of the night, he's just like passed out at the bar.
Yeah,
You know,
he
you're
talked
like,
about being
what the fuck
sober.
happened?
The whole car ride, he's like, and I'm not gonna party with you guys. I've been sober for, and we're like, oh, okay, cool.
Dude,
Like,
he was so hammered the second night he's going up, and Tommy goes before him. He was like doing Tommy's set. Like,
yeah, he
on
starts
stage.
doing my act because I did good.
Me and Tommy both
he's-
crushed.
And he's bombing, and he's like, "Oh, you guys want to hear about this?" And he just starts doing my act, and I
And
was
it's
like,
doing well, too. Because
"Yes." And I was like, in the back, like, Come on.
Oh my god!
You
I
had
love
already
that.
you had already done.
They
your
had already
set.
seen that joke. Yeah.
I was hosting. Yeah, dude, he picks us up at like 5 a.m. to go to fucking Wyoming.
So you drive from Minneapolis to
Yeah.
Wyoming?
Driving
He's doing
there.
like 90 on black ice the entire way.
He's doing 90 on not black guys, black guys.
Yeah.
I just want to set the record straight. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to. Well,
That was necessary.
Well,
Some of
it
us
just
were
sounded like he
confused.
said black guys, and it's just black guys.
Yeah.
He gets cut off from this. This car cuts him off, and he goes, "It's like 6 a.m." And he's like, "Fucking Italians." And I'm like,
He's
"Aren't
like
you-"
old school
I'm
racist.
like,
in the
"Aren't-"
middle of
And
South
I'm
Dakota.
Like, Damaris. I'm like, "Aren't you Italian? Like, what do you?"
Yeah, Damaris.
How do you know they're Italian?
Yeah, and I'm like, "Why are you being racist? Why are you being
A self-hating Italian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
that's
wild, man." Anyways, Ryan got banned because he's
from
on
his club.
Yeah, at the.
Is
bunker.
that still open?
I don't know. But we got ripped off.
One time I
Don't,
featured
whatever,
there.
yeah.
One time I featured there, and the headliner was just like, "Yeah, there's no pay for the feature." Like after the weekend, it's like,
They didn't tell you till the end?
yeah, I think I got like $40 or something
Oh my
out of the
God.
headliner pay, which was
Jesus.
probably $80. But yeah, Ryan, tell him.
How do you get banned?
Yeah, tell him
Well,
what you
I'm
said.
on stage. I'm like riffing around, right? And Bob like wants to come up after. I'm co-headlining with Henry Fugit, but he
Okay.
wants to go after me before Henry, right? So like I'm on stage. I see Bob.
He's got to get a set in.
Yeah, it's like to the
At the
he's like-
bunker.
He's got to work out.
He's got to work
and it's
out.
his bunker. You know, he owns it. But I go, Bob, how much money would I have to pay you to suck you off?
For me to suck your
Yeah,
dick.
and so the audience that gets a pop from the audience, and then apparently Bob is like
He
off
storms
stage,
out.
just like I hate this open mic bullshit, and leaves. Like, and that's the guy who owns it. He's gonna pay us.
Storms-
And he was
yeah.
he was gonna
right-
do a guest spot after the headliner.
Yeah.
Storms right past me, and I'm like, oh, he's mad.
Because you said how much money would you pay to suck
How much
my...
money do I have to pay you for me to suck your
Yeah, the joke's on me there.
Yeah.
You're paying him.
But then,
suck
so then
his
like he leaves, and like 3 days later, I text him, and I'm like, "Hey Bob, thanks for the weekend. We all had a great time.
The usual lies.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Love to do it again." And then he waits like a week to respond, and it's like one of those where it's like a really long message with a lot of like 3 dots, you know, where he's just like, "I was very disappointed in what you did, not just like for what you did to me and my room, but what you did for the art of stand-up comedy," and it was like disrespectful. So yeah, I'm like banned from there. Unless I apologize to him. He said he wanted an apology,
dude,
and then I could come
being
back. And I was
banned-
like, I'm not apologizing.
Well,
This
you
is
should.
funny.
Being
That's
banned
what-
from that hellhole is awesome.
Dude, it's like
That's the coolest thing.
it's reverse Acme.
Wait, yeah, what's the
Like,
word?
people-
It's not even
out-of-towners-
the worst club in the Twin Cities, though.
No, it
House
is.
of Comedy.
House Comedy pays.
Maybe we shouldn't
They
talk
do.
about it, but
I was just at House Comedy. I had a
get
blast,
depressed.
dude.
We've talked about it a lot on our podcast.
I think we said it on the last podcast. It's like you want to just jump off the
No.
fucking into
Here's
the
the key.
rotunda.
Here's the key to
So
House Comedy.
sad.
You be stupid. You got to be stupid and confident, and you'll crush like every set.
listeners might not know House of Comedy is in the Mall of America.
Yeah.
It's on the 4th floor next to the Hooters and the Bubblegum Shrimp.
Yes,
Dude, I go. Oh
People
my God.
go to
I get
Hooters and
anxiety.
then Bubblegum Shrimp and then House of
They
Comedy.
do that. They
for the
do that
shows.
video beforehand to Basket Case by Green Day that shows a camera going through the mall,
Yep.
and it shows like Chris Farley movies. And
Dude,
it's like he
yeah.
doesn't do stand up.
they play like clips from The Hangover and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like, oh,
There's like a
they
really
do.
quick
They
still
really
that's
do.
like rest in peace Louis Anderson, and then like the Vikings spiking football. You know, like it's just like everything
and
Minnesota.
It makes me-
Sandstorm
it makes
is
me
playing.
angry.
Yeah.
They play.
Makes me angry.
That video makes me angry.
You know what?
Every single time I watch that video, I go,
I had
you-
the worst shows I've ever had there.
Yeah, when
It
you do
hurt.
when
It
you
hurts.
when you,
You
do
got to
a
be
week
dumber,
there,
Jeff.
were you
Gotta be.
headlining there?
I did once, but then I featured for this YouTube guy, and it was the worst 5 shows of my life. He
Yeah.
sold
Was
out
that a
every
special
show.
event?
He was special, sold out.
Those
he
are
didn't
tough.
shake my hand the whole weekend. And his closer was he'd bring up a woman and take off his shirt and grind on her to an R. Kelly song.
Whoa.
Wow.
What year was
What-
this?
yeah.
This is like 2018, 2019.
Wow.
I won't
Also-
say his name, but he's
Yeah.
very famous.
Really?
He's very KW. Those are his initials.
Cat Williams.
No, it's not. I wish. Cat Williams is a legend.
Describing Cat Williams as a YouTuber.
No, he's
Well, I see him on YouTube all the time. I watch his.
Yeah. He's like some
I watch-
vlog guy. I don't know.
You get like PTSD from the warm up video at House of Comedy.
The
after
only
you do
time
a
I get
week
mad is
there.
when the audience is laughing at like the movie clips that they show. Like
Yeah.
it's like they'll show like a scene from Waterboy, you know,
and like Austin Powers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really
if people laugh at
bizarre.
Groovy Baby, I'm
Do you know
like,
what I did?
fuck you.
Remember I used to host the open mic at Acadia? I think you did or whatever. One time it was on Tuesdays, and I go, and the mic's at like 9 p.m. and then the House of Comedy mic's at like 7 p.m. So I go to House of Comedy and I film the intro on my phone, do a set, and then I put it on my laptop. And then I start out the Acadia show through my phone on my laptop, and I go, "All right, guys, this is supposed to get everybody in the mood to laugh." And I like had the mic like right on the speaker, and it sounded like all fucked up. And I was like,
That's so funny.
"I think we're ready."
At that like grimy coffee shop.
Yeah, and everyone,
Mike.
and then like the 6 people who were like not comedians were like, "What the fuck is going on?" And
Those
I'm
are the
like,
best open mics is when it's mostly
one was
people who
tough.
are angry that there's an open mic
That one was
happening.
tough. That's
Yeah.
the place I saw a mouse running across the floor while I was eating there. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I fucking love that
Who's doing
shit.
a set?
Yeah, the mouse, yeah, he wanted
Didn't
stage
a car
time.
run into that place?
A bus, a city bus, fully through the building.
And then do you know the history behind the driver?
No,
He was an ex-comedian, and he was like, "I'm gonna destroy this place."
It's like 7 years
Is it
after
really
that.
was an
mic-
ex-comedian?
No, I'm just saying stuff.
Tommy, come on, man.
That was like a really good.
Thanks, Alex.
That was a good one.
Thank
Alex,
you,
you
dude.
gotta talk more about
Let's,
voice.
let's
yeah, you
get
gotta-
Alex back in the mix.
Alex, hell
you
gigs.
guys were waxing poetic on Minneapolis and everything. That's fine. It's
a good place.
I don't want to interrupt. You know.
Yeah.
You were the band? You should have been a couple times.
You know, we make our decisions here and there.
Have you
but-
ever asked an owner how much money you'd have to give them to suck their cock?
No, I honestly
On
do. I'm
stage?
such a bitch around like
Have you
the
burned
staff.
any bridges
Bring them up.
that like don't matter?
Air it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
I can think of one thing.
Because you're really nice, except when you're talking about my fucking stupid shoes.
Your shoes suck. Should we put those
Let's see
on
these
the
shoes.
Look at that. If you guys might be able to zoom in, I guess, yeah, if you're listening, you can't see. He's got the Salomon
Solomon.
shoes.
The salamander.
Cross
Not
fours.
salmons.
Gore-Tex. They're Gore-Tex.
Yeah, they're like hiking shoes.
What's
that
this?
These
are-
are from Planet Gore-Tex.
that you weirdly paid $100 for. That's probably on sale. They're probably $140.
You can
shoes.
find these at the bottom of a lake somewhere,
Yeah,
or in
they're-
a storage bin.
These are the shoes that
I've been
Gabby
saying this,
Petito
dude.
was
Cool
killed
shoes
in.
are out. Stupid shoes are in. Get with it.
Tommy found these shoes while he was fishing.
This is what the You're an Idiot podcast is all about.
There are those shoes that I see a lot of people wearing in New York that look like big, dumb spaceships. You know what I'm talking about? Those massive, like, boat shoes?
Yeah, those are too much.
What are those?
You have to be like a model.
They
to
look like
pull those
aliens
off.
with Down syndrome. That's what the shoes look like.
Are those the ones
I
that are
would
kind of
love to watch that movie.
aliens with
Next
Down
time.
syndrome?
If we were
Aliens with Down
comedy
syndrome.
writers in 1998, we would make a fucking box office killing with aliens with Down
The aliens
syndrome.
land and they're all mentally challenged.
Yeah.
Like aliens, like smart aliens drop off, like they're Down syndrome, like children.
They look just like Tommy.
Yeah. They just have chocolate on their face.
Earth is
Take us to your candy.
Earth is just the dumpster they dump their babies in.
Yeah, they have like a Spartan society. Yeah.
Tell them your sketch.
Okay. So this is a
yes.
prank. This is a
Brian's
prank
got-
show. Prank
Brian's got an
show.
idea.
This is a prank show that could only take place in like 2004. So, guy goes in for like serious surgery, right? Like he needs like heart surgery, eye surgery, something like that. He's like in the gown. The nurses and doctors are coming out. They're like, "Hey, surgeon, he's a good surgeon. He's like one of the best. He teaches other people how to do it. Never had a bad one. He's gonna come out and just kind of walk you through how the surgery is gonna go." And so the guy comes out. He has Down syndrome, chocolate all over his face.
Fully
And then-
scrubbed in,
yeah,
ready
he's
for
got the
surgery.
gloves on, and then he's explaining how the procedure's gonna go. And then if the guy acts nervous, he gets canceled. And the show is
If
called.
you go, hey, I don't want him to be
Yeah.
my surgeon,
And the show is called.
get fired from your
Dude, if
job.
he even has a weird look on his face.
The show.
Yeah, you have to fully accept him as your doctor.
Yeah.
That's
And if you don't, if the show is called "Do You Think You're Smarter Than a Doctor?"
wow.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's very, very good.
Dude, we gotta go to Hollywood, man. and Pitch this. We gotta go back in
Shark
time.
Tank.
Tommy's
Who
gonna
would pick it up, you think?
MTV
What if
MTV
the-
in 2004.
What if the doctor's
yeah.
like, we're going to give you a lobotomy? Don't worry, I got one.
Don't worry.
What jobs
I
do
wasn't
you
gonna do the voice.
What jobs do you think, Alex? What jobs do you think people with Down syndrome should not be allowed to do?
I can't answer that.
Do you think they should be able to be pilots?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the new Top Gun? But it's all
Unless you're
Down syndrome cast.
unless you're colorblind, you can't do it if they have Down syndrome.
if they're
and
not
co-
racist.
and they're colorblind.
Yeah.
You can't do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't fly planes if you're colorblind.
Really?
It's a
Do
true
you
fact.
think a
Really?
Down syndrome
It's 100%
pilot
true
There's
fact.
no colors in the sky.
blue?
No, it's
yeah,
all,
there's
it's all
one
white up
main
there.
one.
It's
Let
all
me look.
white when you get up there. It's all
So-
black and white. I'm like colorblind. Everything's black and white. Anyways, all around the world. So why does it fucking matter?
It's all black. and white,
No,
right?
seriously though, I think I'm raising a decent question.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But
that's a
yeah,
good
if you have
point.
Down syndrome, you could probably
You figure that out.
figure. You know.
How would you feel if you're on a plane and the pilot comes out and he has Down syndrome?
He makes
Is he the pilot or the co-pilot?
Both.
he's
doing both.
and
He's on double duty because
he makes the announcement. And you're like,
airlines.
that doesn't sound like a normal cat.
And he goes,
You
Alex,
would never let this fly if we were doing our
What do you mean?
You would not. This is not a Jeff topic.
I like this is great.
Jeff would want to move from this so
we'll move from
I think
it.
this is a great topic.
We're just asking. Ryan's just asking questions.
this so quickly.
These are just the things I think about.
Well,
I think it's a valid point.
Yeah, it's something to
if
think
we
about.
were if
As
we
we
were
move forward in this world, we gotta think what jobs can everyone have, you know?
and I think if we were on Ryan's show right now, we all wouldn't get canceled, okay? Because we're
What
supporting.
kind of jobs do you think like a little shrimp boy can have?
That's a good question. And honestly, dude, it's okay. I've actually been thinking about this a lot. I'm really trying to get out of the service industry, but I'm trying to become a millionaire. So I need
Oh,
to
tell
get
him about your idea to raise $1 million.
at the
saltines
The
idea.
saltines.
Can we stay away from Down syndrome for like a little bit?
Absolutely, man. I would never even.
I thought it was
sorry.
funny. I thought it was. I didn't think it was that offensive, honestly.
I'm sorry,
but
Tommy made me.
No, cut
I
that.
think it was fun.
We're
I
cutting
think
that
it was
out. We're
fun.
cutting that out. I have a business idea. Well, I want to ask you guys a question first.
No.
No, nothing like that, Alex. You sick fuck. No. How many saltine crackers do you think you could eat in 60 seconds? Real question.
I've tried this.
How many did you get?
I think I got like 2.
Yeah.
How many think you
2?
sounds?
No water. No water.
Jeff thinks he's so powerful.
Jeff, sounds like you could.
I could do 4.
You would get crushed by these
I know.
saltines.
Four saltine crackers in 60 seconds? That sounds reasonable. Sounds like I could eat that much. Sure. You're valid for thinking that way. It is impossible to eat more than 2. So here's my plan. Here's my my little grift. I go to Washington Square Park. I set up a little booth. I go, how many with a sign, how many crackers do you think you can eat in 60 seconds? And then every guy who comes up to my booth, I go, listen, man, I'll pay you $10 if you eat more than 3. If you eat more than 3, and then if you don't, you pay me $10. And then every guy is just gonna be like, I'll do that fucking deal.
But don't a lot of people know that this is not.
Nobody knows. I asked everybody at my work, and every guy. Well, you know, because I feel like
It got passed around the internet, right?
I don't know. I feel like I did this a lot, like at
And real
sleepovers
quick-
with like my basketball buddies. You know what I mean?
You think this is a basketball thing?
It's a theory because you know about
The
it.
saltines.
I don't know.
Did you?
I'm just
Only real hoopers know.
only real hoopers know about this challenge.
I just want to
But
reiterate.
every guy is gonna think they can eat more than 3. They won't be able to.
Yeah.
I'll make
No,
a killing.
it's true.
$1 million.
I do. I
Yeah,
wonder-
this is Tommy's
Every
plan
drunk
to make
guy
$1
going
million.
through Washington Square Park
I-
is gonna
I-
be like, I'll eat fucking 7.
There is a
And
lot.
it's just
There is
like,
a show that
you
can be like revolved around like men thinking they can do things.
Dude, just do things.
That's just the out of the human.
Also, I might get some
Yeah,
cameras
yeah.
out. I might film it. Maybe get a little TikTok account.
yeah. How is your TikTok doing?
Terrible.
Me too.
I don't really post on there anymore. I've
suck
just
so
been
bad at
tweeting
it.
a lot.
Your tweets are great, man.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate
Ryan,
that.
Yeah, my girlfriend said you show up on her timeline all the time. She said she doesn't follow you, but you show up all the time.
Wow.
Well, that's okay.
She's like, I like that his stuff's good. She
Still
said.
not gonna follow.
Twitter coming to an end then with your.
Well, I know a guy who like works directly under Elon Musk,
I
and he's like, and he's just like, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I imagine it's way too big of a platform.
It's Twitter.
He's like,
it's like
he's like an engineer, and he like explained this to me last night, and I did not understand anything he said. But I DM'd him, and I was just like, "What's going on, man?" And he's like, "It's literally gonna be fine."
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what you would say if you have a vested interest. You know, if you're
A lot of
working
people said
for,
Trump was not getting elected too.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, I guess so.
we proved them wrong, didn't we?
The red wave came through in 2016.
Ryan, I wanted to see if you could talk about your current finances, if you'd
Oh
be
yeah,
willing.
this is like a you're an idiot.
Can we?
This is
this
good.
is good. This is good for you
This
guys
is
to
good.
weigh
So-
in on.
This is some financial advice. I took out a $7,000 loan for no reason because I know that I'm not good enough with my money that I'll accumulate $7,000 over time, right?
Yeah, you will. You will.
But
You can and you will. You have a job. You can save money.
Yeah.
the interest rate or whatever, like what you got to pay monthly is like $100. I'm like, I'm not going to miss $100. So if I take out the $7,000 loan, I'll just have $7,000 that I never would have saved up otherwise,
Okay,
right?
and then what happened to the money?
But you can't spend that money.
Yeah,
That's
you have to keep the $7,000 in case the interest rate goes up, so you can pay it back right away.
How much do you end up paying back in the end?
Probably a little bit
total?
more, but it's over like 5 years, so it
Like
doesn't matter.
8,000.
Yeah.
Like
That's how they get you.
$8,500 is probably what you would pay.
That's like how the car payments
Here's how
work.
they actually get you: is you end up spending $7,000 on Uber Eats, and then you don't have that loan anymore.
And do you know what? Do you know what he would Uber Eats? He would Uber Eats Domino's, which already has a delivery service.
The amount of times I've seen this man
Like,
Uber Eats
What can I
pizza.
say? When I find a good company, I
This
like
man
to
is
support
Uber
them.
Eats. He's Uber Eating pepperoni pizza, and it's costing him $80.
Yeah.
You have a car, Ryan.
Well, I wasn't doing Domino's a lot.
Uber Eats surcharge is like an extra.
It's crazy. It's crazy. That's how they get you. Well, and then you have $7,000.
That's how they get you.
You have that $7,000 in your account. You're like, I can afford Uber Eats every once in a while.
Did you literally spend $7,000 on Uber Eats?
Yeah, I don't have $7,000 anymore.
How long did it take you to spend
Say
$7,000?
3 months.
You're kidding, dude. You're kidding.
I'd say between 3 to 5 months, probably. Yeah.
What's your rent out here?
Like $1,300.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's really expensive for
wrong.
Minneapolis.
Not be
Yeah.
Uber Eating.
Well, I'm not anymore because I can't. Yeah. So
You
that's
still have to pay
But here's
$100
the
a
thing:
month.
if you have the self-discipline to not spend that $7,000 on
Which
Uber
you
Eats, it's kind of like you just
So you
just got
but you
$7,000.
I like how you're still
You still
pitching
have
this
to-
as a good idea.
It is a good
You're-
idea. Everyone in my life told me it was a bad idea.
But you still have to pay off this loan for the next 5 years.
Yeah, $100 at a time. I don't care. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to miss that.
That's 5 Uber Eatses a month.
Well, no, that's like 2.5.
Oh, I get. I don't know where
depending on
you're
what you
ordering
get.
from.
I mean,
but
like,
yeah.
so what are your guys' thoughts?
Jeff's kind of hard to talk to about this because the way he's so like frugal with his money. He'll eat he'll take beef jerky in like a Ziploc bag and like that's his dinner for the night. Like,
You
he's like,
does,
I bet
does
I
that
have the most
satisfy
money of anyone
you?
here.
You like
because
that
of
though?
I love it.
Really?
I love
See, I get
being
too bored.
frugal.
he lives like a cockroach.
If
I'm
someone
gonna-
turns the lights on,
Can't
he
believe you called
gets
me a
under the
shrimp
fridge.
boy.
No, seriously, like the way he lives. Like,
Shrimp Boy's nice.
You're shrimp boys. You're just
if Jeff ever
you're
does like a
little
proper,
bug.
if Jeff ever does like a proper physical, they're gonna find weird shit in his body.
Yeah.
Like his
Yeah.
blood's gonna be
If they-
fucked.
Yeah.
Well, he's like a seagull.
It's all fucked.
He's
Jeff,
like a
I-
seagull. There's just like a Doritos wrapper in his stomach somewhere.
It's gonna be like that scene in Jaws where they cut the
He
shark
literally
open.
has like the beer can ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a license plate in there.
Yeah, he just looks like a sick bird.
The doctor comes out. He's like, Jeff, I'm sorry to inform you, but we found breast cancer in your testicles.
Jeff's like, but I'm underweight, right? I'm underweight.
Dude, Jeff,
Yeah, but you can see
Jeff
my ribs,
raising
though.
money for his breast cancer in his balls.
Saving all that money was for nothing.
Breast cancer is one of those when I found out about
That's
it.
the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Breast cancer in the balls.
That's
I
a
don't know what I
serious
did.
issue. It affects a lot of people.
I don't know what I did to deserve this. I'm in the best shape
man.
of anyone here.
You are what they make Slim Jims out of, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they make it out of human gross guy meat. There's-
human gross guy meat.
That's what I had.
Not
dude.
your best work. Little shrimp
Thanks.
boy. I was thinking we should just take out big loans because the world financials market's going to crash. So you will never have to pay it back. That's more my.
That's why Jeff doesn't pay his taxes. Jeff, you can go into this.
I don't pay taxes. I never will. Never
I don't
will
think you should be
again.
saying
I don't think you should say that.
I don't.
I like how
should.
we're just like leave the Down syndrome thing in, cut the tax thing out, buddy.
Well, you
I
can get in
shouldn't-
real trouble for that.
Yeah, I shouldn't say it.
The worst
only
thing that's-
one time. Only one time.
Just say you had a Down syndrome guy doing your taxes the whole time.
I tried to give him a shot.
Yeah. He's like, all right, we have a big budget on candy. We have a lot of. Okay.
Drago's like, watch it. I'll watch
I'm
it.
sorry.
Drago, redirect.
Redirect. Well, that's what our podcast is all about. It's we apologize.
Well,
for
it's
that.
a-
I am so
yes,
sorry
it
for
is.
getting the name of it up top. I really
we
fucked
don't
up.
care.
We don't
That's
care.
been burning me real bad.
It's not a good name.
It hasn't. I swear to God. Yeah,
Oh,
it
really?
wasn't.
Oh,
it
dude,
wasn't.
don't-
It was not meant to be like a dick thing up top. I swear to God. I literally forgot.
Wait, dude, I know you're a sweetheart. You just.
I'm very stupid.
I
I'm
don't
very
think, but
very
you're
stupid.
not though. You just
Were we
don't
like
care. It
having a
seems like you
full
just don't
debate
care
about this
about
last
things.
night?
I like NBA League Pass. That's all I do. I just watch NBA League.
You're not stupid. You refuse to learn.
Yeah, because you're
There
like,
is a difference.
Yeah,
because
I
you're
don't
like,
know.
your comedy is
you-
really like I'll watch you on stage and I'm like, that's a great joke. That is very a smart guy would come up with that.
Oh, thank you, man.
That is very fun and clever. And then you're like, I don't know where China is. And I'm like watching these clips on Instagram, and I'm like, is he like doing a bit? I'm like,
Dude, most of the time, it's really Jeff.
Most of the time I don't know
Jeff
where-
stumps me a lot.
Are you going to do a question on this episode? Do you have one?
Do you want to do a?
What? Okay.
I want to do one more thing from a listener thing.
Yeah.
I just want to do real quick. Erin Noel wants to give Conrawl, her friend Conrawl, a shout out. He's a listener of the pod. He got engaged last week. Wants to do a shout out, and I want to answer Conrawl's question real quick because he sent in a question this week. First off, congrats on the engagement, Conrawl. Also, he's
Are you
a question.
saying Conrawl?
Conrawl. See, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
His question is if this special bombs, will Jeff quit comedy? Also, he wants to know he's coming to the show tonight.
Wow. Jesus, a lot to unpack there.
yeah.
Okay, a lot to if the special
Special's gonna be
bombs,
great.
the special's gonna be great. It'll get about 2,500 views on YouTube, and I'll take it all the way to the bank, baby.
Hell
I'm gonna be.
I think the special is gonna get a really
Yeah,
good pop on
I think you
YouTube.
got to throw a couple more zeros on that.
I mean,
there.
you never. I
I'll
never.
say it. I'll say it, man. I think you could hit a mill.
No, come
Yeah,
on.
I'm gonna put it
Don't
out there.
say
I'm gonna put
that.
out the-
Don't
You
say
got a
that.
following?
It's got to be good. It
Dude,
hasn't
you got
happened yet.
and you got some shooters.
God,
who might-
You know
who
who
will promote.
you know you should
True.
you should shop this to CISO.
I was going for Peacock. I was going for
Quibi.
Peacock.
Yeah, there's all these like streaming services called like Bleep Blop and Pluby. And You should get this on Sploogey, dude.
Yeah, dude. You should get it on Beeblebobble.
You should get this on Sploogey. You can only access it through your Verizon account somehow. You gotta log on
You
your
have to go on to
Verizon.
Verizon My Account.
You gotta go in your account and then you log into your Sploogies, and that's how you watch the Cosby
It's
Show.
loaded on everybody's phone already, so
I have an exclusive deal with Chinese Facebook.
hell
Nice.
yes, dude.
It can only be watched on Chinese Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
You're huge in China, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just physically, you're much
just-
bigger
you're
than
just a
all of them.
bigger-
I'm a tall
you're
guy in
bigger
China.
guy.
I'm a tall guy.
Say what you will about the Chinese, but
Just say what you will.
yeah, they're small people.
I mean, Yao is tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was huge.
Yao is huge.
It must have been so crazy being him for most of his life, you know? To be that much taller than everyone else around you.
I mean, he's taller than everyone everywhere.
Yeah.
Just imagine how Alex feels. It gets lonely at the top.
It's a nightmare, guys.
Really?
No, it's great. It's the best. Being tall is really great.
Are you worried
I
that
agree.
you're gonna die before like me or
Alex,
Grant?
I agree.
What?
I agree. Being tall is fantastic.
Yeah, how tall are you?
You know, 6'3", 6'4".
6'7".
What?
Yeah, you guys will, actually, I think probably everyone here will probably outlive me.
Why do you think that is?
Tall guys are we just go earlier, man.
You burn out too fast.
If I get to, it's just too much fun.
It's all the sex.
You guys are closer to heaven, so you're like,
Yeah.
I might want to
Hey.
pop up.
Hey, let me out there.
Hey man, I'm basically right here.
Come on.
Just kind of poking your head up over
Come
there.
on.
But yeah, it'll be what what I have noticed, dude, it is getting tough on the body, being like my knees, my ankles, everything, my back.
Do you still play
everything.
basketball?
Hardly. I shot around with some friends a couple weeks ago, and it was just like.
We should play in New York, man.
Have you thought of?
Honestly, are you by Maria Hernandez?
I am.
Yeah, let's go shoot.
Let's go shoot.
Have
What?
I would love to watch you two go at it.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking hit this guy's knees and
It's really like, dude, I can't.
No, I'm not.
I literally can't imagine it's just like being my height.
Do you still dunk?
And like being 45. I haven't tried, but maybe.
I played a year ago and I was getting close.
I
I could dunk in high school and I was poking it.
You don't see a lot.
Issues I have now. It's just gonna keep like my.
Because your
body's not
joints
gonna
get all
hold up.
loose and
I have
weird,
to
right?
like really. So like Chris, you guys know Chris Higgins. His dad
yeah.
is my height, and he takes like a half hour every day just to like stretch and like do like planks and just to like
You gotta stretch.
just get back to zero.
You got to
every
do your
morning.
mobility.
I stretch every morning.
Good. Yeah.
Dude, you never see a lot of tall guys in wheelchairs for all the problems that they have.
They don't
you know?
make it that long.
They don't make a chair that big.
We don't make it to the wheelchair phase.
Dude, that'd be
Have
sweet
you
if
ever-
tall guy wheelchairs were like way taller.
Yeah, we just like
His feet are just dragging.
They're behind the chair dragging.
I mean, tall guy wheelchair. No, he's gonna die like next month.
Yeah.
So
Have you ever thought about getting surgery to make you a normal person? Okay.
no. Being this height in a
We're
wheelchair.
raising money for Alex's normal guy surgery.
Being this.
He's too big for his britches. Too long.
There might.
It's the worst case of being too big for his britches I've ever seen.
Nurse, get in here. He's too big for his britches.
I wonder if like, if you saw someone, a 6'6" guy in a wheelchair, and you're like,
Yeah.
"How tall are you, sir?" He's like 6'6", and the person's just like, "It
Prove
would be." Yeah.
Stretch him out.
Prove it. Stand up.
Lay him
Well, I
flat.
can't. I'm in a wheelchair.
This is a bad time to be your height, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually so Ryan and Grant, they're short kings, and that might be the move for you guys. Get a little wheelchair action, and then say
Ooh.
that you're 6'6".
That's a good idea.
I've tried that before, Tommy.
Understandable.
Nobody believes
I
it.
could-
Have you guys
make it
tried
work.
the shoes that'll make you taller?
No, but my girlfriend's 5'8". I've been thinking about getting them because it would be funny to just show
How
up
much do they
taller.
add?
2 or 3 inches.
Ooh.
Really?
Well, they should make shoes for you guys. Small shoes. Yeah. They dig in. They ruin sidewalks.
They're like post hole diggers.
Yeah.
They like kind of yeah.
Any restaurant you go to, they're like, do not wear these fucking shoes in here.
Manholes, dude. That's good.
Manholes.
Manholes in size 15.
Well, it's great when you go to concerts. You can be, you're at the Alex G concert.
Dude, I have to get there. I always have to get to concerts a little early and go to the side.
That way you
wall.
can. Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
on the side wall hanging out.
Do
so
you-
no one's mad
When did you
at
hit your
me.
growth spurt?
Freshman year of high school. I went from 5'10" to 6'4", and then I got to
Holy
6'6" my junior year.
It's crazy.
Dude, sophomore year, I went from 5'2" to 6 feet.
Yeah, yeah. You
I was-
feel
10 inches?
you feel like a
I grew 10
short guy
inches.
stretched out.
Me.
Yeah, you have that.
That's why I'm so loud and annoying.
Yeah.
Is because I was short and
your whole disposition doesn't fit your height really.
Dude, freshman year I went from 5'4" to
offense.
5'4".
I 100% agree with you. That actually means a lot because I feel seen. Like I'm not offended. I feel like I'm like thank you for saying that. You nailed me.
you do feel a little shorter.
Yeah. I was short and then I grew and that was nice. Mm-hmm. That was nice that happened, but it was painful. I had Oscar Slaughters.
Were you doing the thing? When I grew, the year I grew, I was like sleeping in
You know
a
what?
ton.
Why do you look at me like that?
Oscar Schlatters.
I could be pronouncing that
It's
incorrectly.
called Osgood Slaughter. Osgood Slaughter.
Oscar
you
Mayer
would,
Slaughter.
you would not know that. You
Tommy chewed it up though.
Osgood Slaughter. Germans are disgusting.
What's the disease?
It's where you get. It's where you get bumps on your knees because you're growing so much. And it's really painful.
Your body's like, we're growing too fast.
yeah.
Fuck.
Did you get it?
My friend had it in high school.
It's really painful. I was like, I had it, and then I would go to church, and
Pray.
well, I couldn't.
to go away.
It would hurt. Well, you'd be kneeling and you'd be so much pain, and it was just like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, growing that much in a year that's insane. Was everyone pretty stoked? Were you stoked?
I was really stoked because freshman year I got no girls, and I had like a high voice. I mean, I still have a fucking weird voice, but I was like, what the fuck is going on? No girls like me.
It has to. So,
and then I grew a foot, and then I was like, oh, yeah.
But I think what people...
It was the height and looking like a child. That was...
For me, after that, I needed like a year to like, so I went from like 5'10" to 6'4". So I just went like pretty tall to like super like gangly tall.
Yeah.
I needed like a year or two. Once I grew to 6'6", like put some more muscle on it. I needed to like level out and become like, my body needed to be like normal.
Were you like uncoordinated?
Yeah.
Is it kind of like when you have something in your ear and then you're kind of always
became,
off
like,
balance?
No,
I
was like I couldn't run, or I still couldn't like run or jump, even in college. But like those like that, like my sophomore year, my body was just long.
You just turned into like Slender
Dude,
Man.
it's so weird because you don't
overnight.
have the weight. So I was like 120 pounds and I was like 6 feet. And I was just like, yeah, it's like a weird.
I was in gym class and my friends were like my friends who were not athletes were like, dude, you run really weird. And I was like on the phone with like Michigan the night before.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's how unathletic I was.
Do you think that's the difference between like
it's like that was that
I was
bad
just
of an
trying to get
athlete.
playtime on JV.
Yeah, I was like
And
such,
failing.
People like I was noticeably a bad athlete.
Yeah.
For,
Weird.
like for how
Do you think that's the difference between like someone who's like a good D1 athlete, like when they hit that growth spurt, they're still really awkward, whereas like someone who's it's like, oh, this guy's like a professional athlete, are just like they're
grow
just like
naturally.
grown
Like,
men.
a lot
kinda,
of those guys that become great players, they're late bloomers.
They have
that awkward.
Scottie Pippen.
Anthony Davis. Like they're all like point guards their whole life, and then they get to 6'10",
Yeah.
and then they're like,
Are we taking a picture?
whatever.
Dude, those guys are freaks though. When you meet like a
that's
real
what happens
professional
a lot-
athlete,
I played like
Iman Shumpert was from my area. And he went from like 5'10" to 6'4" his junior year. Became
dude,
an All-American.
I met Kevin Garnett when he would come to like the pancake house I used to work at one time, and he like got out of his like Escalade or whatever, and I was just looking at him like, dude, we're like not even the same thing. You know what I mean? Like we're not the same species. Like you're a different thing entirely.
I played on like good traveling teams in like middle school, like just like the AAU shit, and like even in like 6th, 7th grade, you'd go to like Iowa for like a tournament, and you're like, all right, we're playing these like kids from Chicago, and there's like 6th grade, there's like one kid who's like 6'4", and he's just like yamming on the warm-ups, and I'm just like, fuck, I literally don't have pubes.
dude, it
sucks.
Dude, yeah.
I'm toast, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck, I literally don't have pubes. I'm in 6th grade.
Dude, I got invited to this. I was playing in this. There's like in summer they used to have these like, all-American camps that the shoe companies would have. So like they invited a couple kids from each state. And I remember I got matched up. One of the first drills, I got matched up playing one-on-one with a John Wall.
Oh no!
They were like 1st to 3. He couldn't have beat me to 3 fat. Like it was just like in 10 seconds.
Just like over.
Check ball, check ball, check ball. It's like it's like a completely different like a sport.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's crazy is like if that would have happened nowadays, you would be on an Instagram reel just getting annihilated. You know,
Yeah.
like
Thank
he would
God.
have an account. He would be
What's that
13
guy,
and
the
have an account
professor?
with like 1 million
Yeah.
followers.
Yeah.
Balls
But then
like
you would
destroys white Serbians.
But then you would have a following for being the guy who just got his shit rocked.
yeah. You would still pick up some followers.
You would get
from
like
it.
20K
Yeah,
off
he would
that,
tag you in
too.
it.
Hell yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. When I was a kid and I would like box, when I was in boxing, it was always like when I was 10, if I was like about to like fight a Mexican kid with a mustache, I was like, oh, I'm fucked. This is
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
This dude's like
Any
This is
this dude's full of
testosterone.
menudo and he's gonna beat the shit out of me.
This is a
You know,
guy.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
What does menudo mean?
Menudo's like a
a soup,
Mexican
right?
soup. Yeah, it's like I think it's lamb, maybe.
I don't know.
It's some.
Full of menudo.
Yeah, he's like full of menudo. They love menudo.
Wait, that group from the 80s is just named
Yeah,
after
yeah,
a
I thought
it was a
soup?
band.
Maybe it's pork. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
It's something belly. It's something.
Isn't it like intestines?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Like
But
tripe?
it's good. I've tried it. It's pretty
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Nudo. I thought that was like a move.
Yeah. Oh, I got my nudo.
Like a maneuver.
I did too.
I was like, what's that?
That
a
was like
box?
Mexican gumption.
Yeah.
He's full
got a lot of menudo in his ass.
That boy's got a lot of menudo.
Yeah. Like Israel has like Krav Maga or whatever, and then is that
It's
what
like
it's
judo. Yeah.
Yeah, and like whatever. I
Oh,
guess.
Tommy.
It's awesome that
Fell
Israel's
off a little
like
bit there.
only martial arts is like gun based. You know what I mean?
Do they use guns in that?
Well, they're like, yeah, it's like the whole thing's like, get this gun away from this guy.
It's like self-defense.
It's anti-Muzz karate.
What if like an Israeli like person who knows how to do Krav Maga, if you don't have a gun, are they just fucked? Like they don't know what to grab on, you know? Like they're just like, will you hold this gun? Yeah. Will you point this gun at me? I'm trying to kick your ass.
Wait, are we so we're releasing this as a joint pod,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. What's your pod again?
We are at about 50.
We got
Do we have a listener apology? Because
Oh yeah.
This is what they do. They do
our
an apology.
podcast,
We apologize
we apologize for things. So if you
And
know,
I'll apologize right now for the fact that Tommy made me do those Down syndrome bits.
I thought it was
So-
funny, but
It's, people write in.
Sorry about
they
that,
write in
man. It's
anonymous
okay.
apologies.
Sorry.
did anyone
I'm
write
sorry
in
that
an
I'm making
apology?
you-
Yeah,
you did
we
that.
have one.
You have an apology.
They got a side podcast going on real quick right now.
Read the apology.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah.
do you
We're
also let me pull one up, and if you guys
So
did
I'll
you,
just
trying to
explain it.
think
So
of-
listeners will write in things that they're sorry for.
They do it
or
anonymously.
they'll demand an apology.
I don't have my
this-
phone.
Should I apologize?
Yeah,
Do you have
if
anything
you want
to apologize for?
I had
do you
to
wanna go grab
apologize
it?
to Alex because I'm
I'll go
cutting
find
your
it.
time to 10 minutes tonight. So I just wanted to apologize for that.
That's
Get that out of the
okay.
way
So who else
beforehand.
Let's-
is on the
but-
show tonight? Alex, you obviously.
Are you-
and Courtney Baca.
Okay.
Are you
And
still-
Ali Sultan's
You
on the Late Show.
took my ex-girlfriend.
You got your
huh?
ex-girlfriend on the show. Sorry.
So how are you feeling coming into this?
I'm feeling, as long as my voice holds in, it's going to be good.
I'm super excited for you.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
As long as my voice doesn't crack or something.
You got 3 shows, right?
4.
Whoa!
Sold out, bitch.
Big Daddy.
Sold out, bitch. Come on.
Okay, okay,
Big Daddy. It's all my Republican fans, my new Republican fans. I went viral on Republican Instagram, and I
thought they hate you.
no, they liked this one joke because I said libtard. And they were all,
yeah.
it got shared
Libtard's
by
so funny
it got
to say,
shared
though.
by this Patriot comedy meme account.
Yeah.
And it just went really big. But it's all these American flag people following me, and I think
Well,
some
they're
of them
just-
are going to be in for a rude awakening.
It's
Yeah,
crazy
they're just
that,
gonna hate you on your next. You just can't control what
Patriot-
people
Yeah.
interpret.
Some of them will like it, I'm sure.
Patriot flag account, like sharing one of your reels is worth more than like 1,000 Conan sets now. You know?
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
It's just like
Oh, it's like Dr. Drool or something. And he had
Yeah.
like 3 million followers. I have not. Not that I've seen. Or your friend Dahan, who's a basketball player, pro basketball player, he followed me the other day.
Oh, really?
What, Douye?
Do you have a few
Douye.
buddies in the league, Alex?
Not now. I only have a couple, but I used to have more.
I got a buddy who made it.
they all died because they
and
were so
I'm
tall.
So stoked.
Who made it?
This kid, I grew up playing basketball with him. Amir Coffey plays for like the Sacramento Kings, I think.
Really?
One of the
He's
best teams in the league.
He's like 6 man. He's like coming off. Yeah. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Did you play at Georgetown or something? Or where did he play?
He played at the U.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, in Minnesota.
He's like, you know about the coffee people?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of those kids.
The coffee people?
It's like this basketball family.
This one's too long. All right.
yeah,
I
they
got
hate the T family.
Oh, you got an apology?
I do.
Okay,
I pulled one up.
let's let it rip.
Okay. So yeah, what we have our listeners.
You're a
Shut the fuck up.
son of a bitch, Ryan.
We have our listeners write in apologies anonymously, so we can apologize for them. If you want to do that, go to wecoolpodcast.com. Okay. I need to demand an apology from the lady that cut me off by cutting across 3 lanes of traffic. Then after I honked, she flicked me off at the red light. We both ended up hitting like I was the asshole that was driving like Ray Charles with a BAC of 0.18.
Wow.
So they
is
got a
our-
roast
these
in
are
there.
our
They got a nice
listeners.
roast in there.
It would be amazing if Ray Charles could make it to the red light
Yeah.
and was driving on a 3-way highway.
that would be
Honestly, I
incredible,
think
yeah.
you should commend them.
Yeah.
He loved to drive.
He'd sober and drive. It was just as dangerous as
That's the thing about Ray Charles, man. He loved driving cars.
Yeah. Classic car collector.
He loved to
so
just
funny.
get behind the wheel, have a few drinks, and just.
Well, it's actually ableist to not let him drive.
Yes.
So
This is
What if
you're
you saw a
actually-
guy,
this-
a blind guy, park in a handicap and just get out?
and then you'd be like, okay, all right. This actually could be a good
That's
segment on
another
your
thing.
show.
A blind
Yeah.
Uber driver, you get in. And
Blind Uber
Yeah.
driver.
He's using
scratching
sonar.
That's
Oh, he's using sonar
that's
to
a
navigate.
sketch.
He's like doing echolocation.
That's a damn sketch.
That's a damn sketch. Blind Uber driver.
He has a horn that
It don't get better than
hits,
that.
and then he knows if someone's in front of him.
He has a really long stick. He has
He's holding it out.
what's it called? Like a javelin, you know, when they're on the horse?
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
that
yeah.
called?
A lance.
Okay, what about two blind guys going? You know, the cars are coming towards each other. They
Like
each have one
jousting?
of those. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly like
What about there should be
jousting?
NASCAR
Yeah.
for blind guys?
They should let NASCAR drivers drive drunk, I think.
yeah. Yeah.
Have
okay.
like one a year where
God
it's like,
damn it.
they
We are
have to
full
get
of good
hammered.
ideas.
You
Yeah.
guys really are full of good ideas.
So that's it. That's what our listeners write shit in like that.
Yeah, so
if-
right into the, if you have a thing to apologize for, if you want to demand an apology, if someone wronged you, right into Grant Winkle's
Yeah,
comedy.
you can.
What's your
Yeah, you can go to grantwinklescomedy.com or We Cool
gave up
Podcast.
so quickly.
You had it.
I got tired.
grantwinklescomedy.com/We Cool Podcast. And hey, listen to our
Listen to the
podcast.
podcast. You guys got anything to plug? And you guys as a group?
just my
When's
little
this,
butt.
when's this coming out?
Not next Monday. The Monday after Thanksgiving.
Okay, great. December 2nd and 3rd, I'm headlining Comedy Corner Underground.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Dan Carney's gonna also be
Friend
there
of the pod,
too.
fun guy.
Friend of the
Think,
pod.
Danny Carney.
Oh, yeah, Dan, he's the
We'll
best.
probably be doing sets on those shows too, me and Ryan. So
And if you like Comedy Corner Underground, but you don't like Tommy, come December 9th and 10th. I will be there.
nice.
If you don't like Tommy or Ryan, come New Year's
fuck.
Eve. I'll be there at Comedy,
Comedy Corner Underground?
Oh, really?
We're
Comedy
going to
Corner
sneak on that
Underground.
show.
Hell yeah.
Me and Tommy
you'll
are
get
going to
on.
sneak on.
Are you
I'm
home?
gonna sneak
over
on
New
that
Year's,
little show.
Tommy?
No.
We did New Year's Eve there together.
We did
a
like
couple
2
years ago.
2 or 3 years ago. Yeah,
Yeah, that was fun.
It's gonna be
Maybe
fun.
I should stay because I'm going home for
Drago,
Christmas.
do you have
Maybe
anything
I
to
should
plug?
stay.
I'm headlining a Don't Tell in Philly, but I guess if you can DM me, I'll send you the where
Yeah.
the
Hell yeah.
Eventbrite is and everything.
You're already telling
December 2nd, I think I'm headlining the Don't Tell in Philly. I think I'm going to close out the next in lines in Philly the next night. So
Did you know the name of that show originally used to be Don't Ask, Don't Tell?
Yeah, they had to change it.
We're gonna cut
Because
that.
of cancel
We're gonna
culture.
cut that. We're gonna cut that.
Yeah, that's getting cut.
And what else? This is going to be episode 52.
All
52
right.
episodes, N-word free. We've kept it going, you guys. 48 more until the big party. Everyone knows.
Is that where you say it finally?
Yeah.
We
And,
have not disclosing what's happening at the party. It's in Little Rock, Arkansas. Bring your best. It's
And,
going to be a good time. It's going to
and,
be a good time.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Alex, you brought us in. Why don't you take us out?
Yeah, with one of the worst intros of all time. Let's see if we can land the plane right here.
Well, I just do what Jeff does. You're an idiot. Goodbye. That's what you do.
I just can do it better. Okay, you guys. You've been an idiot for listening. Good night and good luck.
Thank
Peace.
you.
Bye.
Goodbye forever.
You got to say good night and good luck.